And that is a really scary place to be. It is time for you to finally start to trust yourself. You can have nothing in the world, but as long as you have those two things, you know yourself, you know your voice, and you know what you want out of life, you can literally come back from anything. You don't become her by second guessing every move that you make. And you cannot build a powerful life rooted in self-doubt. The version of you that's confident, grounded, and glowing, she is not better than you. She just stopped doubting herself. I used to be the girl that always needed somebody else's approval before I did something. Like, I grew up in a lot of codependent relationships, so I never really had a mind of my own until I recognized that toxic pattern and decided to break it. I will literally never forget the day that I realized that my thoughts had not been my own for a really long time. Even when people complimented me, by the way, I'm looking at my phone because I don't have a mirror, so I'm using my phone as a mirror, but even when people complimented me, I didn't believe them. Like, I'd literally overthink what I wore, what I said. There's so many times when I played small on purpose because I thought that I would make other people uncomfortable. I called it humility, but honestly, I was doing that out of fear. Living that way can become very tiresome, and honestly, nothing changed for me until I realized that nobody is coming to validate me. I have to change the way that I talk about myself and view myself first. Doubt did not protect me, it just delayed me. You need to understand that every time you shrink yourself, you are writing your own small print contract. You are literally showing people how to treat you. Like, I'm big on telling people I cannot find my brush. Like, I say this all over my channel all the time. I guess this will have to do. The way that you treat yourself teaches other people how to treat you. I don't know about you, but if I'm gonna be the person who's in control of my narrative, I wanna make sure that I'm giving the best narrative possible. And I know that it sounds easier said than done. Like, how are you gonna begin writing a positive narrative about yourself when you don't even believe any of that shit about yourself? Like, you don't think positively about yourself. You don't feel confident. Like, confidence isn't gonna come out of thin air. Confidence is not magic, it's evidence. If you are a person who is lacking in confidence right now, you need to give yourself something to be confident about. Confidence starts by you keeping promises to yourself. Even if it's as simple as you told yourself that you're gonna start hitting the gym this year, and we're in the middle of the year right now, and you have not really been doing that. You feel unconfident right now, a tiny promise that you can keep to yourself is to build a routine for you to go to the gym. Even if you only go one time per week, the more that you do it, the better you feel about yourself. Think about it. If you don't even keep the promises, the goals that you set for yourself, then you are going to subconsciously stop respecting yourself. And if you don't even respect yourself, then you're going to allow other people to not respect you either. You have to start showing up for yourself. And at first, it's going to feel silly. At first, you're going to feel like an imposter. But guess what? We all started somewhere. Nobody who is good at something started it and they were automatically good at it. They had to get their practice in, and that means that they had to be a beginner at one point and be a beginner over and over and over again. Try over and over and over again until you get to that point that you're satisfied with. I'm somebody who really likes to push myself, but I also know how it is when you are in a rut. Like, I've gone through depression before, and I've gone through ruts where I simply feel like I cannot pick myself up. For whatever reason, I cannot find the proper beauty blender, so we're gonna have to make this work. I have been through those really bad moments where I cannot pick myself up, and if that's you right now, you're going to be okay. Start with making your bed. Start with cleaning your room. Start with making a habit out of getting on a consistent eating schedule. Can we talk about that? Like, when you're really down bad, you can start with the little things and build yourself up to doing the big things consistently. It's not only the actions that you take, but it's also the way that you talk to yourself. Every day you can drag yourself to the gym, right? But if every day when you're in the gym, you're telling yourself like, I'm so fat, or I hate my legs, or I hate my stomach, you're not doing anything good for yourself. Like, you're probably doing more damage than you are good. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a truth and a lie. So please remember that whenever you say anything out loud. If you're gonna be telling yourself that you're ugly, or you don't love yourself, or you're fat, your subconscious mind stores that information and believes it about yourself. So you're hitting the gym every day, you're losing the weight, you're getting that toned body, but you still feel like shit. You still feel like the person that you were before you started putting in all of that work. It's because your mindset never truly changed. It's because your self-talk never allowed you to have the room to grow. You kept yourself inside of a box. You stood in your own way. You were your biggest enemy through the way that you talk about yourself. Sometimes other people do not even have to bring us down because we do it to ourselves. And I know that the world likes to tell you to like not be a person who's self-centered or thinks about yourself a lot. And I get the rhetoric behind that. Like I honestly, like I know that this life is deeper than how we feel about ourselves or like being self-absorbed, but in some kind of way or manner, you have to be self-absorbed. You have to care deeply about yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. So you have to be really for real. Whenever my friends are around me, like I literally do not tolerate any of that like talk that people like to do to themselves when they say a joke that shouldn't really be a joke. Like they're like, oh my God, I'm so dumb, or oh my God, I'm so fat. Like, I don't know. I feel like people deflect and they try to make a joke out of their insecurities because that is the coping mechanism that they have always used in their life. But I don't tolerate that shit because I don't tolerate it for myself and I don't feel like they should tolerate it for themselves. You literally are who you say you are, and that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. You can either tell yourself that you're that bitch even when you don't feel like you're that bitch, even if you don't have everything to prove that you're that bitch. Tell yourself it anyway, and eventually you will become her. Or you can affirm to yourself that you're all of this negative shit that you believe about yourself, that you hate to think about yourself, and you will just completely embody this thing that you don't like. The choice is literally up to you. And I fear that I'm not even going to be able to completely finish my beat. Do you hear me talking like I fear? I've been watching way too much The Crown and Bridgerton on Netflix. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish because I need to allow all of this to bake and do a little bit of work up here. But my battery is about to die and I don't have an extra battery with me. But I am going to be putting this video out anyway. If you like the video, you want to support my channel, you want to see more content like this, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. You know, engage, leave me a little likey, like a little comment, and subscribe to my channel with the post notification bell turned on so you can be here when I upload my next video. Until next time, bye. You don't become her. Okay, I'm literally going out on a whim here and making the video without any notes. Okay, all right, let me turn on my background lights. Boing.